to Agents of the Collective, brought to you by the Collective Entertainment Network. I am your GM, Ray, and I am joined by Mason, Brian, and this guy right down here. It's John. If you'll remember John from our Asmodeus one-shot campaign, which was awesome, and you can also remember him from our Ethers game that got put on hold, 2 years ago? So
Yeah, right at
far distant time period.
Far distant time. So he's decided to he's graciously graced us with his presence for the last little bit of this story here. Sadly, Logan is unable to again join us this evening. He's fine, everything's fine, but schedules happen. So, anyways, I want to thank you all again all for watching, and we're going to turn it over to our Master Lord Keeper, Mason. Tell us what's happening.
Last time on Punchline. We continued the fight against a vicious shadow dragon who, in its horde, we had, there was a crystal, a power source that we needed to be able to restore power to our ship, the Zinger. We continued to fight using a variety of light-based magic while Elion managed to shift through the horde, get a hold of it, we were using so much stuff. You had to keep running around the entire field with your shadow dragon. It was great. But in a climactic moment, Greg teleported Elion onto the shadow beast's back. Unfortunately, the planar shifted. He was teleported onto the back while the dragon was vertical in the air. The dragon proceeded to knock out Greg and Adrastos, but thankfully they had already weakened it enough that Elion was able to dispatch it upon his next turn. Everyone was quickly revived, and we made our way back to the Zinger, the crystal seemingly empowering Slater, Elion's summoned steed, to zoom very, very quickly back to the ship, and also apparently sobered up the Pegasus in the process. We landed a little bit beaten and bruised. Greg volunteered to stay behind, get everything going, switch places with Cutter, who would be going with Elion on the way back to the temple in the distance where the Gyna Sphinx was waiting and promised that they would be able to help us to return not only to the material plane, but return to the point in time at which would allow us the greatest speed to be able to get back to the collective in time. Because as a reminder, the collective is presently under attack. I believe that covers everything. I need to grab Cutter's sheet.
Pretty much. All right, so you guys are standing in the Feywild at your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to go talk to the Sphinx? Who's going to stay back and start repairs?
Greg's going to stay back, start working on repairs. But he is going to send Cutter with Elion. And the plan was with Elion and Adrastos as they head back to the temple to speak with the Gyna Sphinx.
All right.
Unless Adrastos is staying behind to also help out with repairs and stuff, since he is a forge cleric.
I think Adrastos would be better off staying where he was.
Okay.
All right, so Elion and Cutter, you head off on Slater towards the pyramid. You get there and you land. It takes about, what would you would assume about 30, 45-ish minutes, which is odd because it took you days to get there last time. Slater is respectfully quiet. You feel there's more stout and rigid and upright in his flying, and not so woo and chill. But you land, and again, not a sound can be heard. The workshops, old and new, sit there as wind moves sheets of canvas and silk. The pyramid sits before you.
Cutter sitting on your shoulder, Elion looks around, then whispers to you, "You know, this is exactly how you're supposed to die in this story. Like, you get all alone, and then I carry word back of your imminent death. Man, this is ominous."
What?
Would you like some popcorn?
I have a few questions,
Okay.
but I'm gonna put those away for right now.
Very carefully, he puts a piece of popcorn in your mouth.
How?
I got the food replicator working.
Of all the things that could have been fixed for the ship, you decided that that was the first thing.
I was hungry.
Priorities, I get it. All right, let's go.
All right. Lead on, noble shiny steed. He's sitting on your shoulder.
So you walk up to the pyramid and you notice it is that door is still closed. It's still sealed.
You know what's weird? All the rocks here, they look like they're cut at different times. Like that one's definitely recent. That one's really old. Hey, Greg did that one.
How recent is the most recent one there, Bob?
The one that he points out.
The one that Greg did, or?
Yeah.
Okay. I forget how we opened this thing last time.
Do you want me to open the door?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cutter's gonna use his breath weapon on the door.
He uses it and it just makes a scorch mark.
Good try.
Very solidly built. I might need a day or two.
We don't
Elion,
have that? Yeah.
Elion, perception check, please.
Should Cutter make this as well?
No, he's busy trying
Alright.
to figure out the door.
So I have perception at advantage
Mm-hmm.
because of the shield. So I have a choice of 16 or 16 plus 9.
Okay.
Solid.
Yeah, solid. You take a second and are looking around because this is like, there's got to be a way in here. There's something we're missing, and sitting on a little carved out piece of stone, with a little rock on top of it, is a kind of squish rolled up piece of like papyrus paper.
I unroll it and read it.
And it's
I imagine there's words on it.
It does. It's a little weird when you look at it first. It's like the words are syncing up to you. So whatever your primary language is, it finally rests on. But it's weird to see the ink move and form and pause for a second. Nope, that's not it. Nope. There we go. So it says, "Solve this riddle of time, brave soul. Take flight into the beam of light. Therein lies the key to unlock the spell and turn the tide of destiny."
One more time, a little slower.
To solve this riddle of time, brave soul, take flight into the beam of light. Therein lies the key to unlock the spell and turn the tide of destiny.
Are there any beams of light?
There's the one Cutter just shot out of his mouth.
Yeah, there's nothing you can see from your vantage point.
stay here for a moment.
Oh, okay. Out of curiosity, do you have a focusing prism?
What? No.
Focusing prism, you know, like a little crystal thing that I can use. Maybe cut it up a little bit, turn it into a prism, focus my breath weapon, make it into a nice, neat cutting torch.
The only thing that he has on him, and this is an item from a long time ago, I have this arcane focus orb.
That'll do. Takes it, floats back over to the door, sets it down.
All right, remove from inventory. Gone. Yay, another item gone.
Somehow there's a tripod set up. You don't know where he got it from.
So what do you think, Leon?
So I'm gonna go back to the Pegasus and fly up, so that I can see.
So you fly up. You see Cutter misjudge the angle of the beam and shoots a light just.
What? Is that a different beam of light now?
You can tell it's straight from Cutter.
All right, so now I'm up a little bit higher. Can I see any beams of light?
You take another perception check for me.
Okay.
This one needs to be pretty high, so roll well.
It is going to be a 25.
It's exactly what you needed.
That's exactly what I got before. I haven't rolled higher than 16 yet.
You're looking at the pyramid and you're not seeing anything, and you look down at Cutter because there's a weird noise as this beam of light is starting to hit the stone. And it distracts you, but you swear when you're not looking directly at the pyramid and you're just kind of off your center, there's this weird faint glow of like a ghostly pyramid that's finished and shooting up out of the top like the Luxor in Vegas appears to be energy going up, but when you go back to look at it, it's not there.
Okay, so like if I'm sitting right here, I can see the door to my right, but I'm not looking right at it, kind of thing.
Right.
Like it's on the edge. It's on the edge of your sight.
Yeah, so you catch it in that far reach of your peripheral where you can't see anymore. Yeah. That's where you see it.
Okay.
What's your arcane?
What's my what?
Your arcane.
My arcana?
Yeah, arcana, arcane, whatever.
It's a +4.
+4.
Yeah. It used to be higher.
Something about that reminds you of someone holding a spell? Like you've seen someone hold a spell, waiting for it to go off, and you can kind of see it forming in their hand before they release it. You get that kind of vibe.
All right. So what did it say? Fly into the light.
To solve
Brave
this riddle
soul.
of time, brave soul, and take flight into the beam of light. Therein lies the key to unlock the spell and turn the tide of destiny.
Slater, I want you to picture that this pyramid is complete and it comes to a peak.
Yes, sir, I can do that, sir.
All right. Picture that, right?
I am picturing it. It is in my mind's eye.
I want you to fly directly over where the peak would be. And
are we experimenting, sir?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
we're doing
experiments. It's always good to push the boundaries of science.
Great.
Tally ho, and just takes off.
And I don't look. I just kind of have my head to the side because I want to see this thing, but not see this thing.
Slater flies where you think it would go. He thinks it would go, and in your mind's eye, you kind of get it as you're going through, and you push through. Shall I try again, sir? I didn't feel any results. Shall we come closer? My pyramid too high in my mind's eye.
So when we were flying over, what did I see?
So in your direct vision, nothing. Pyramid, ground, trees, forest.
Yep.
The side of your eye, you look like you're pushing through weird blue light. It kind of blinks.
I don't know what to do.
All right. Well, we'll let you think about that, and we're going to head back to the ship for a few. So, Greg, there you have Xavier, Cade, Adrasos, and you have Pi with you, obviously.
Yeah.
The list of repairs have been boiled down to a few things. What you need. One, you need to install and align the power crystal. Repair the engine, get the systems online, and then you need to check the hull. If you get those 4 things done, that should make it worthy enough to get going and get out of here and get back to the collector.
Okay. I'm gonna have Cade step outside, have her take a look at the hull, make sure she can find any repairs. I give her a general breakdown on how to do some of the repairs and stuff. She has the best perception, so she'd be able to probably find any fractures or flaws.
You also have Oog there, but he's going to be hard to convince to step away from Agatha.
Yeah, I don't intend to try to get him to step away. I will put Adrastos on repairing the engines. I feel like a general combustion engine, while there may be like a good bit of distance between when he was at the collective and when we're at the collective, I feel like if I give him just a few minor pointers, answer a couple questions, he'd be able to figure out how it's supposed to work fairly easily.
Right.
And then I will.
The best way to describe these engines in our terms would be electric hydro.
Okay. It'd still be something I feel like he would be able to pick up on. He's a forge cleric. He has the know-how. He can ask God for help.
Yep.
And God will hopefully answer. Xavier. I feel like I'm gonna keep Xavier with me because that will help. As far, I feel like installing the power crystal, having an extra pair of hands to help keep things steady, would be the best, and that way he can also hold something while I do the actual engineering aspect of getting it installed. Especially since I need to. It's a smaller crystal, so I'll need to probably jury rig a additional clamps or an additional connection points to be able to hold the crystal in place.
Well, I should advise the power cell it sits in. Those it kind of floats in there.
Oh, okay.
But what's important is getting it like correct height. You know,
Okay.
and then left, right, forward, back. You know, you gotta get all the axes.
Having a second pair of eyes helps with that, regardless.
Yeah. And
So yeah, I will
and
use
it
him
is-
as far as being able to do that.
Yeah, and I would say I don't know if you've physically done one before, you've read it. It can be hard to align things because it's so specific. And you also know that the system will work out of alignment, but its efficiency goes down.
Yeah. But Pi is designed specifically to help with this sort of thing. So Pi should be able to help ensure that it's actually properly aligned. yeah, with Xavier, that should also give me a good bit of hand. Like, I want to make sure this part specifically is done right.
All right.
Because engines, that's one thing. Hull, that's one thing. We can fix some of that stuff even on the go. That doesn't need to be absolutely flawlessly perfect.
Right.
But if the crystal's not set up right, we explode and we don't go anywhere.
So.
So yeah, that's what I will delegate and get everything situated for that.
All right. So it's the most important one. You can't power the engines to read diagnostic to tell you exactly what's wrong. So first up is the power core.
Okay.
All right. So I need a strength check
Okay. Just a straight strength check.
and an intelligence check.
Okay.
So it is tough to position in, like, because there's like a gravity field holding it in place. And now you've got to move it to align it. And then intelligence is to make sure that you are dead center on all of your axes.
Okay. I would obviously have Xavier help out with this strength check, so I would have advantage on this.
Yes.
Okay. Please roll well. Please roll well. Please roll well. That's pretty good. Do. That's really bad. Do. That is 18 plus 6, so 24.
Okay.
And then intelligence check. This is just a straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one's a straight roll or an advantage roll. I use Xavier. Pi is not actually technically a separate being. It's just my interpretation of keen mind.
Right. So this would be on you.
Okay, so it's just straight me.
Yeah, because Xavier is reading off the alignment to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you to kind of tweak it into place.
Oh shit. Natural one. Do I get this isn't considered a tool proficiency, right?
Nope, it's pure smarts and understanding a object in 3 and 4D, almost 4D, 3-dimensional space, and how to get it lined.
Okay. So yeah, I'm a little short-tempered from all the blood loss from the Shadow Dragon fight. And I do at one point do that stupid thing where it's like, okay, listen, Xavier, I know what you're reading, but I'm the engineer. I know what I'm doing. I need you to just trust that I know what I'm doing, okay?
But left is always left.
I'm the engineer here.
Engineer left, asshole.
Oh. Okay, we should take a break. I think we just need to take a break here. You've been at this a while and I've suffered a good bit of blood loss. Let's just take a break. Let's go for a walk.
We'll make sure to do a right-handed circle since you have problems left.
Okay, maybe we should do a walk separately just to kind of cool off here for a little bit.
Right. He storms out.
Yeah.
And on your way out, you do notice that you have the ship is powered, and you can run things. It is, however, running at 50% efficiency.
Am I at least able to recognize that that's because it's misaligned, or am I
You
pushing
totally
that
know
off?
That's misaligned.
Damn it. I storm off.
All right.
Okay.
Kate is out overlooking the hull, and what's
At Drastos, I had him looking at looking at and taking repairs on the engines.
Okay. What is his bonuses? It'd be wisdom.
His to wisdom. I gave him. I don't know what Logan wrote him at, but I got him at a 16, so it's a +3 wisdom. I believe. Let me.
All right, he'll guide himself.
Yeah, so that'll be a D4. Let me check my version of Drastos that I got written. I think he has proficiency in perception, but I'm not sure.
It's a wisdom check. So that is
Let's just straight wisdom check.
17 plus 3 is 23.
Okay.
He's in there clanking around when you come back from your walk, and he's like, "This is a wonderful machine, and it's fantastic, and you know, frayed wires are still frayed wires, so I fixed those, but I don't. It could be working, and I last time I used something engine-wise, we were on fossil fuel."
Gotcha. Can I get a hand in realigning the power crystal?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm not really in a good headspace. Yeah, so we head back inside.
All
Realign it.
All right, I give you one more chance to realign here. So give us intelligence, and you'll be guided.
Okay, so that's plus that, plus that. That is much better. That is that plus 4, 20 plus 2, 22.
Okay. You align it and you tweak it, and Adrastos calls out number percents by X 11, Y 24. It's a little different than move it left.
Yeah.
So you get it where you think it's good, like it's as close as you guys are going to get it, and you realize you're low on time, so you can sit and play with this for days.
Forever. Yeah.
Right. So you go back down, and you have bumped it up to about 80% efficiency.
Okay.
And
That'll have to do. Yeah.
yeah, and especially out of a smaller crystal, you're like this. You got to take it. So while that's going on, Elion, we come back to you. Have you brainstormed? Have you thought of anything?
No.
I'm sorry, but I didn't hear you.
No.
No. So
No, I can't think of.
What,
I flew through the light and nothing happened.
all right. So what do you want to do?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have Cutter read it and tell me what he thinks.
What was it again?
I was busy fixing something. I'm sorry.
What was the riddle again?
The riddle is: to solve this riddle of time, brave soul, take flight into the beam of light. Therein lies the key to unlock the spell and turn the tide of destiny.
You're saying you just flew over it?
Yeah.
Did you fly down into it?
No.
Should probably try flying down into the light, because it says in there lies the key. Like in there, like in the heart of the temple where the beam of
But, like,
light is
I
coming
flew
out of
into
in a
the
different
light.
time zone. Yeah, like look, just fly over and then drop.
All right, Slater.
Yes, sir.
All right, so where the peak would be, right? Right.
Right.
Yeah. So
Basic
Fly it.
geometry.
Do you want me to do it? Because
over
I can actually
and-
fly.
and then down.
Like I can fly
sir,
much more precisely.
That's solid rock, sir. You'd want me to land on the top?
Yes.
Very well. Am I doing this on my own, or are you coming with me?
No, I'm coming with you.
All right, here we go. Tally-ho! Flies up, lands at the top of the pyramid. You're now on unfinished pyramid.
Can I see Cutter?
You see beams of light shooting up from
He's
where
still
he's at.
working on that door.
But I can see him, right?
Yeah, roughly.
At some point, he somehow got a laptop, and now there's like this multifaceted array around this door.
go back down.
Yes, sir. That said, if you don't think you're equipped for this, maybe head back to the ship. I know there's other mines there that could possibly have assistance. Not calling you inadequate or anything. Children. All right, so while he's thinking about that, Greg, your next task would either be getting systems back online or joining Cade on checking a look at the hull. Whatever you...
I'm going to take Adrastos his watch, cannibalize it, pull out the actual hardware for Spear, and I'm working on trying to integrate that with the ship's present system so that it can be used as a guidance system for a lot of the autonomous
Okay.
Systems, and also so it can integrate with Pi. If I remember correctly, this was a text-only AI.
Yes. So again, this will be it's a two-part check. It'll be intelligence and wisdom to tie them both together.
Okay.
Getting Spear back online is real easy. You just literally plug the thing in and he turns back on.
Okay. Is this tool proficiencies at all?
So we don't have like electronics.
Can you plug in that USB?
Yeah. So so it's delicate wiring work. So we can if you have thieves tools, let's throw that on there.
Yep, I got thieves tools and tinkerers.
System. Do you know how a floppy disk works?
Yes. All right, so it's an intelligence check.
Intelligence and then a wisdom.
All right. Cool. Because
to,
as an artificer, as long as I'm using a tool, I have double proficiency.
Yeah, because you are making, you have to reroute logic steps in hardware.
Okay. That's a 22.
Okay, 22 intelligence.
Yep.
You found the spot. You think you've wired it correctly. Now to the program, which is wisdom.
Okay. Which I'm so good at. Actually, I'm gonna borrow Adrastos. I'm gonna have Adrastos do this part.
Right. He guides himself.
Because I have a -1 to wisdom. I am not wise.
All right. What's +3, right?
It was +3 to his wisdom score. Yep.
I got 4. The gold dice seem to like this character. Right hand. Not that much. And you got a 22?
I had a 22 into the intelligence part. Yeah.
Okay. The system's up and moving, but it's real frickin' chunky. It buffers on basic commands.
Okay.
Like open navigation. Click. 10 minutes go by.
Loading.
The wheel's not even done going all the way around.
Jeez. Okay.
But from indications, it's loading, it's working, it's just gonna be slow.
Okay. That'll have to do.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll have to do. After that, Greg and Adrastos will probably pop outside, help out Cade with fixing up the rest of the hull. I think we both have mending.
Yep.
So we can use Cade to just point out spots, and we'll just do mending to seal everything back up.
So you get the ship. It takes a second, and there's very loud, screeching, crunchy noises that hurt you in your soul, knowing that this is happening to the ship. You managed to get the ship out of its plant into the ground, up and into a hovering mode where you could get underneath it, if you will. There is some damage. There's some metal bent and crunched in places. You think you can salvage some parts from inside. It ain't gonna look pretty, but what you have in your head versus what you might be able to do is a little different.
Okay. Are there enough pieces left over for Greg to attach a flamethrower to the bottom of the ship?
No.
Damn it.
You think you will be able to just... You are confident that you can put this together and make it functional.
Mhm.
But the dice tell a different story. So, you'll be rolling with advantage.
I have guidance.
You'll be...
I completely forgot. I have guidance this whole time.
Yep. So you'll be doing this at advantage because Cade rolled very well on her perception check. I will need one person to do strength to hold the piece in place, and then dexterity for welding it together.
Okay. Not welding is with tool proficiency?
That will say you can weld.
Okay. I'll have Adrastos do hold things in place because I know he's pretty beefy.
All right.
Why did I close this thing?
Cade
I think
will,
his is
Cade
also
will
a plus
inspire you
Okay.
and remind you that you have way too many certificates in welding.
Well, I mean, this one was really just like a promotional one. All right. Adrastos holds it in place. I'm gonna do that. This is proficiency, which thank God. She's got inspiration. I've got guidance. What's her inspiration dice? It's a D6.
Inspiration from Cade. Features traits. Class. D6.
D6.
Yep.
All right. All the gold dice hit the floor. Okay. Okay. That is 18 on the dice plus 2 from inspiration for 20, plus 4 for 24. And because we are saying this is a tool proficiency, and because that is automatically doubled for me, that is a 32.
32. All right. And now we just need to roll that strength check for Adrastos.
Adrastos, who will also probably guide himself.
He will.
Oh, snap. That's a 6. He rolled a... Oh, wait. 6. 9 altogether.
9 altogether.
Hmm.
So when he's able to hold it still, you have some really nice welds. You have to pull out some tricks. This is gonna work. It's gotta work. So you'll be working on this until Elion comes back with returns. So Elion, the advice from your steed is maybe you need help. What does Elion want to do?
We're gonna land, and I'm gonna sit there and pout, and I'm gonna send Slater back to get help.
All right. Slater comes back to the ship. Everyone's outside welding.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, fine sirs and gentle lady.
God damn it. Did Elion get kidnapped again?
Oh, no, not in the least. He seems to be puzzled and requests assistance.
All right. Is Cutter still with him?
Yes.
Is Cutter doing anything important?
He seems to be inventing new technologies to open a door.
Oh, God damn it. No. Snap him back to me. Cutter, finish the welding. What? I was almost there! All right. I'll head over. I hop on Slater to head over. Cutter takes over the welding.
All right. He brings you there. You find a Elion still atop the pyramid.
I have gone from the ground and I started like climbing it, thinking that maybe I have to go and climb all the way to the. No, now I'm just pouting on the top.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So Elion, I have received mental assistance.
Elion, why are you just sitting on top of the is the pyramid actually like fully built?
Nope.
It's okay. Why are you just sitting on top of the rocks up here?
It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. I hate it. I'm done. I just hand him the scroll and I start sliding down the side. I'm just like, I'm done. I'm over it.
It's a little rough and bumpy in spots.
I don't care.
You do not land gracefully.
Slater,
Don't
he knows
care.
I'm on top of you right now, right?
I do believe this is what's called acting out.
Apparently, the oldest of us still throw tantrums. All right. Greg reads the scroll, which is what is it? It's the light. Bravely go into it.
To solve this riddle of time, brave soul, take flight into the beam of light. Therein lies the key to unlock the spell and turn the tide of destiny.
Okay. So unlock the spell. There's a beam of light. I don't see a beam of light anymore. Slater, where's this beam of light?
Well, apparently, if you don't look directly at it, you can see a finished pyramid.
Oh. Ooh. I feel like I could have done better. All right. So, beam of light. Fly into it. Has he flown into the beam of light?
Multiple times. We've done it from the north, south, east, west, and we've landed on top of it.
You've landed on top of it?
Yes, where we're standing currently.
Oh, okay. Okay, so wait, I'm confused. So, the pyramid is in present time. It's not completed, right?
Right. So if this is a completed pyramid, we're looking at like this.
Okay.
So, like the completed pyramids that we have that aren't completed, the top that is not there, which it's rumored throughout history that, whatever was at the top has been stolen and whatever.
It's not even that finished.
Yeah.
There's still, you'd estimate 70 feet to go.
It's a nice plateau.
Yeah, and so, one side's a little higher than the other, and it's still very much under construction.
Okay. Fly into the beam of light. And there you'll find the key. Is there a keyhole in the top end here anywhere, or what looks like a lock mechanism that's still being built? Nope. All right. So there's a beam of light, but only if you aren't looking at it.
Right, but you also see, when you're not looking at it, like you see the finished pyramid with the point, and what looks like light very faintly coming out of the top and going straight up.
Do I see anything directly over the pyramid?
Sky.
Sky. Okay. Slater, have you guys traveled upward?
Not from this particular vantage.
Okay. Are you able to go straight up, or is that difficult for you?
I can give it a try. I am not afraid of any challenge, sir.
All right. Well, I guess in the meantime, just wait here in case I fall. I cast fly.
All right.
I go straight up.
You go straight up, your full movement.
Nothing. Okay. Frick. I don't know. Go straight up, fly into the beam. Is the beam of light within myself?
I mean, you are a special boy.
Yeah. I don't know.
You do know you have a clock ticking, and you're not sure. It's better to get back at any point in time to the collective, because you don't know if they're currently under siege, getting ready to be under siege.
I pull out Dusk Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
I've already used the sunbeam from it,
Mm-hmm.
but I turn the hammer
I
on.
just see him pull. I see him pull it out, and it's like, yeah, let's break this place.
Does the I turn dust crusher on. Light starts emanating from it. Is there any sort of reaction in the air around us? Pyramids seem to react.
You are now a glowing dot above the pyramid.
Okay. I guess I'll descend.
All right.
Then yeah, I guess I don't know. Like the door, I don't know. Can I make an intelligence check to try and get a hint?
Sure can.
All right, he's descending. He's going down to attack it. All right, I pull out my sword and I'm just like, I start going towards. I just start going towards the door.
You do see that the door
s-
has a tiny scratch in it, Elion. It wasn't there before.
17.
17. I'm not the thought that comes to your head is I'm not the only thing that flies.
Okay. I'm not
You're
the
stuck.
only-
You're stuck on the word flight. You have to fly. I've been flying around it. Nothing's happening. I gotta go into the beam of light.
I'm stuck on the light part.
Okay, going into the beam of light, but flying around it. It says fly. Okay, I'm going to go up and fall. I'll go up and I'll just fall towards it.
You fall. You start flying when you realize nothing's happening. Catch yourself.
Yeah.
You have that ticking sense of impending doom.
All right. Oh, that's stupid. I love it. All right, let's head back to the ship.
Okay.
I figured it out. All right, slide back down. Elion, why are you stabbing the door?
Were you not attacked?
No,
saw.
I was trying to deal with this. I think I figured it out, but we need to go back to the ship. You should stop playing around. We should really just head back to the ship.
We came back. We finished the.
Yeah, she told us what to do. Let's head back to the ship.
All right. You head back to the ship. The welding
So angry.
seems to be done.
All right, everyone on the ship. Get everything closed up. And unless there's any other objections or anything like that, I'm going to plot a course for the pyramid and have the ship turn and go straight up.
Okay.
Into the imaginary beam of light.
So you get into the pilot's chair. You look down at your controls, and there's a little note card. Left, right.
I'm sorry. I'll apologize better later, but I'm sorry. I was a jerk. I was a dick. I'm sorry. Do you forgive me?
Just fly the ship, asshole.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Start flying the ship.
All right. So you up, and it takes off. You feel the sluggish response through the throttle, but it eventually gets there. You start picking up speed, and you're coming up at the pyramid, and all of a sudden, that vision you could see out of the side of your eye now becomes in your main focus, and you can see the pyramid and the beam of light.
All right, there we go, Elion. All we had to do was fly into the beam of light. All right, make sure you hold on to something. The inertial dampeners are kind of a little touchy. You actually may want to put a seatbelt on.
No.
And
ship comes, rotates.
You plot your course to go up through the light. You get it. It starts shaking. You see the rainbow myriad of colors, and the ship. All of a sudden, it feels like it stops. Boom, 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 and it shakes and rattles, and Car hatches fall and suitcases come out of overhead compartments. It's chaos.
I didn't even know we had those compartments in here.
But you see yourself in the slipstream.
Whose
Normally
suitcases are
would.
those?
Random blue police box goes flying by.
Yep. And you.
Who's that?
Who?
You're looking. Yeah, this ship is rattling and shaking. It is a bumpy ride. It's like all four tires are on its own rumble strip, and there's potholes.
I've been on a few airplanes like that.
Yeah. And you look at the calculations, and Spear has a different set of calculations for traveling in between spaces. And the way Spear sees the Feywild and the in-between where the collective is, it's more dangerous, it's more brutal, but it's quicker.
I'm an Zet engineer. I plot the course.
And you guys go hammering through it. And about an hour goes by, and it's annoying, and everyone's starting to feel nauseous because it's just the entire time. And all of a sudden, the ship does that pause again, and then you see the collective. You see the space station.
Okay.
It is
We're
not under attack. It is still intact. But
When we come out of that, is it kind of like what when you're driving down the road and like you see that the road dips down a little bit and you get like that
the
sudden
little bladder raised.
Yeah.
combine that with the brakes of a roller coaster where you go,
Yeah. I puke at that point. I'm like, I was there. That was enough.
There you go. You are now nauseated for the next 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But you see the collective, and it's still intact. There's no battle damage, but it is a buzz of ships and activity around it. Way more than usual. And coming across the radio is a voice. Unidentified ship in Sector 47. Identify yourself, or you will be fired upon.
Of course.
Elion? You're
What?
the paladin.
You're the
Here's the script.
engineer. Do we even have
flying the
comms?
ship.
We don't even have comms. We have text. Can we send them a text?
You have a radio? It's at this point it's a two-way radio. It's radio frequencies at this point. Line of sight.
I just feel like you're so much more charismatic than me.
This is the Punchline returning to base.
Oh, very good. Very good, Punchline. We've been anxiously awaiting you. You've lost contact for a number of days now. Go ahead, Doc Bay 127.
You heard him. 172.
I think he said 127.
1 through 7, sure. I pick one.
All right. I follow the directions. I dock at the appropriate place. I'm gonna have Pi connect to the ship's internal systems. Is Arrow still here?
So you pull into dock, and you dock. You extend the landing gear, and the power goes out, and the ship just goes.
We made it.
Oh.
The door opens. You go to walk out towards it. You see a guy run over with a ladder.
Oh, thank you. Walk down the ladder.
You all climb out. An emergency crew is immediately all over this ship, and you look back and realize you're completely on fire. The whole back end of the ship is just cooking.
Oh,
I turn and just grab one by the shoe, be like, just let it burn.
why would you?
Just
We
let
still have Agatha
let
on
it
board.
go.
Agatha is still on board.
She'll be fine. She's stoned.
Ooh, can you bring Agatha out?
It's really interesting to see kind of this half here, half shadow thing carrying a statue, but he's trying.
All right,
Okay.
get that.
Medics,
Get that. And
medics,
then just let it go.
Medics immediately swoop up Hagatha, and Hagatha and Oog were rushed off. There's these standard this group of junior officers come up to you and welcome back. What can we do for you? What have you learned? Were you successful?
I ask what date it is.
You what'd you say?
What date it is? Like
That's
in terms
that's
of
the
reference,
same
like
thing.
from where we vanished,
Right.
where I knew what the date was versus what date they have.
Right. So you assumed you spent about 5 days in the
Feywild.
Feywild.
Yeah.
It is 3 days later. So you've only lost 2 days, technically.
Okay. I inform them.
You were able to figure out the fly through it spell, and she saved you 2 days.
Okay.
We have 2 days before the attack.
All right. No, I let them know. We believe that there's an imminent attack from the trust. We need to get in touch with higher ups right away.
All right, I will bring you directly to the briefing. The heads of all the departments are in the meeting chamber, along with the masters of the collective. Everyone wants to speak to you.
Right. Also, we have a satyr that we brought back apparently from 50 years ago. He may need to get re-registered.
Right, we'll take care of that. We need to get you debriefed now.
All right.
And you are literally picked up by your belts and escorted to the debriefing chamber.
Okay.
You stand outside the doors. This guy comes up to you and snaps his fingers, and he casts prestidigitation on you and cleans you all up. And it's like, just be aware you are going to speak to everyone who's important around here. Like, everyone. And
I send Cutter away.
Do you want me to wait outside too?
No, you're good. You have to be in here.
Cade's standing there like, do I go in and talk to the important people?
Yes.
Or should I stay out here?
Nope, you can come.
Greg, it's your...
You should probably only respond if they ask you any questions. I mean, in the meantime, you've kind of been dragged with us, and you're kind of a source of information because you know you were there.
Yeah, buddy.
So,
Oh, put something else on. The joys of being a dad. The movie's over. I need a new one.
Yep.
Yep, mic's on.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, we heard that.
Anywho.
Sir, should your child have access to this area of the ship?
It is bring your kid to school to work day. I'm sorry.
It's a weird okay.
So, you go into this room, and it's a lot like the Judgment Room from Harry Potter, where there's a center and everyone is sitting up and around you, and you see the 3 main wizards. You see Mulvane, Cassandra, and I forget the gas guy's name, and my notes are locked on a computer I don't have access to. So we're going to call him Ted.
Okay.
I have a question. Is there anyone wearing solid pink?
No.
All right, we're good.
So these 3 wizards stand there, and everyone is murmuring, and when you walk in, a hush falls the crowd. You asked a question before we get into this, Greg. You want to see if you can connect to Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Arrow is unavailable.
Okay.
You can connect to Bolt.
Okay. I'll hook up to the Bolt networks in the meantime.
Right. So everyone, this room is lined with every head of every department of the collective. You, Greg, because you're this kind of guy, that guy's the head of the janitorial. That's the head guy of the entire place, and everyone in between.
I'm like whispering to this to Elliot as we're walking in. That's that's the head of cosmetics over there.
You also see Stryker. Stryker has been a rival of yours.
Striker.
And he is sitting there with a mean look on his face. Disappointment, cockiness. The only person you don't recognize is standing a step behind Cassandra is a very large, very muscle-bound lizard folk person. And he's just standing there staring at the room. He seems a little anxious. This isn't his deal, just by how he looks.
Greg, who's that guy? Isn't that the assistant manager from the food court?
No. That's a dragonborn. That's also very racist to say.
That's not Dragonborn.
I know that's not a dragonborn, but the fact that you mistaken the manager who is a dragonborn for a lizard folk, that's very racist.
And you hear a thud.
Kinda.
Boom, boom, boom. There will be water in this chamber, as Cassandra speaks. Punchline. I see you're a few members short.
Yes.
Don't worry. We're taking care of Hagatha, and she is currently going through the curses and magic department in the hospital, and we expect a full recovery. I see that you brought paperwork before us. Congratulations on getting married and
Thank you.
recruiting a new member who seems to have quite the ability to move from plane to plane on her own. Cadence Tavak. I know you prefer to be Cade. I am going to refer to you as Miss Tavak. Thank you for your assistance. If you have anything to add, I will call upon you each all and individually. Elion, the Awakened, I see.
Yeah.
As the closest to the original member of the Punchline as it gets, were you successful in your mission?
Yes.
Did you destroy the Risco family? Did you find out any important information we need to know? Especially concerning the trust.
Yes. And yes. Wouldn't he be?
If you wish to defer to Gregorovich, that's acceptable.
So yes, we were successful in removing the Risco family, and we have some not so great news about the trust. In 2 days' time, they will be here and they will be attacking the entirety of the collective. They're already infiltrated through Arrow.
Yes, we are aware that our main ship AI has suddenly disappeared. Luckily, Bolt is able to keep up with what we need, and we are working very diligently to recover what we can of Arrow. The device. Do you have have any knowledge of it? What happened to it? It's not on your ship.
That I will defer to Greg. Here, just show him your arm. Or
Thank you,
not
Captain
arm?
Elion.
Captain.
Stands up very straight, very straightforward, looking straight ahead. We were able to successfully interfere and intersect with the device in the designs, a massive cloaking device from what we were able to understand. However, we also saw an opportunity in this circumstance. Using my engineering acumen, I deliberately sabotaged the device, concealed it. It is presently set up to be able to explode should any energy or power be run through it. Our hope is, first and foremost, that the device would be destroyed in and of itself, and should they immediately attach it to any sort of ship, that it would destroy said ship along with it.
Right.
We then sent the device forward. However, we do also believe that there is, as Captain Elian referred, an imminent attack approaching, and we are hoping that this sabotage will either delay them or provide a strategic advantage in this fight.
Very well. Since you were here and connected, your Pi device has been downloading through Bolt. Mr. Stryker, the data received. What do you think of the possible sabotage? Stryker stands up. Well, at best, I would call it a hack job. He is very clear. I want to remind everyone here, he finished second in electrical engineering, only to myself. So I would give the odds of this doing what it said 50, 20, 80 of it actually doing what it said. Now, if I had been allowed to go on mission, it'd be 100%, and I'd have full details of the entire thing.
Leaning over to Elion, except he didn't qualify for missions because the man can't even do a pull-up.
Question, Greg.
Yeah.
So, you came second in engineering. What
Only
did he
due to
come
a
in
technicality.
math? Because I don't think his math is great.
Well, there was a technicality. A virus destroyed some of my work, so I had to redo everything over a weekend. He beat me by 5 points.
You should just tell them what his math scores were, though.
Yeah, no, I'm going to let him self-sabotage. This is actually going to be hilarious.
No, but since I can't get my hands on the actual device itself, we're going to have to trust second place to be efficient. Thank you, Stryker. Well, it either will or it won't work. But,
Greg, can I throw my boomerang at him?
I want to commend the Punchline on your job. You have been running from mission to mission quite a lot lately, and we depended a lot on you. For this, you all receive commendations.
Commendation.
And we will analyze all of the data that you've received along with our own intelligence. Please expect a meeting with the Punchline in attendance, and less people in the chamber, in the command center, where we'll go up possible strategies. I want to give you some time to get home, take a shower, rest, and what's not. So thank you for all of your hard work, and we will see you all shortly. This chamber is dismissed. So, at this point, you head back. You go back to your
Real quick, is the head of medical here?
Yes.
If I can get a moment, I kind of step aside for them and ask if I can make an appointment for an arm regeneration, and then make my arm just vanish.
Oh dear.
If I can just get on the list.
Well, we could do regenerations, absolutely. We have been, there's something I've been wanting to try. It's a little different than regeneration. I have been, in my own time, working on prosthetics, smart prosthetics.
Oh. Actually, I've been doing that as a bit of a hobby myself. Would you be interested in seeing some of my notes?
Absolutely, I would love it. I've made great strides. I need a willing volunteer.
Oh, of course. I'd be more than happy to join in.
Oh,
I'll send I'll have Pi send you my biometrics so you can start making proper adjustments,
I already have
as well
them.
as some of the other work I've already been doing. And
I already have them. I scanned you when you got in the room.
mildly invasive, and I like it. All right.
I didn't look at anything, and now that I have permission, I'll access the file. But
Oh no! Please feel free. I mean, like, I take great pride in my physiology. I've been doing some work ever since I got this new body as well.
yes.
So no, please, and I will be more than happy to hear any compliments and any suggestions on possible workout improvements.
Right. Okay. Well, that to be more physical
Said
therapy.
no one ever.
But I will be in contact shortly, and scampers off.
All right.
So you guys are kind of have free roam here. Just one thing Greg wants to do, one thing Elion wants to do.
I was actually interested in the lizard folk guy. Was he still in the room? Did he leave?
He is. You watch as Cassandra leaves, and he stands exactly. You notice exactly 3 feet from the left rear. He appears to be protecting.
All right. Gotcha. All right, so I think he's just Cassandra's new bodyguard. Surprisingly, she goes through a lot. I mean, it's really weird how many people try to assassinate her.
So what's something you guys want to do real quick? You have a feeling you don't have a lot of time because usually, Bolt, Greg.
Mhm.
Bolt's pretty quick about strategy.
Yeah.
And
So, as far as that, obviously taking some time, taking a bit of a moment to get Xavier set up in, I guess, stopping back, I guess, by our actual group's room real quick, getting everything situated. As far as anything, is this like a prep moment, or is this just stuff we want to get done?
this is just a second to land.
Okay.
Because I'll let you know, you'll have about an hour before you're called to the strategy meeting.
Okay. Yeah, getting Xavier, I guess, settled in, but then I would also stop by medical real quick just to see if I can, if they need any other information or if there's anything I can get. If that can get done like now, I wouldn't mind having a new prosthetic arm.
Yeah. So when you catch up with Xavier, he apologizes, and it's like, I could be a bit sassy when I get yelled at, and I tend to kind of hold on to it. I'm sorry.
I was suffering some blood loss and I was a little short tempered and I really shouldn't have been. But this is also we're on this new thing together and we should be able to talk. And I think we should.
And I realized you were looking for more than just left, so I realized left could mean 3 things, especially when you're working in that kind of space. And,
dinner later?
Yeah.
All right. That is a really good place I'm going to take you to. You're going to love it.
All right.
No strippers in sight.
Yes. So you actually head to medical, and there's attaching this really cool prosthetic. You can completely feel that it's your arm.
Mm-hmm.
It's integrated with Pi. It has like a scanner on it.
Oh, okay.
So you can get a +1 to Pi and your keen mind abilities kind of thing. That's what I say. It kind of upgrades it a little bit. So So the keen mind spell says 24 hours, or what was it?
Or it's like a month.
It's like a month.
Yeah, month of memory.
It's a month of memory. So if you skip, it's kind of like, it also is integrated with like AI.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you hold something and concentrate for a minute, you can identify it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, without calling.
It's a touch identifier. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I like that.
And it has a screen in it, and and you realize that this is
It's a watch.
It's replacing your arrow watch. And you also realize that you can now activate your lightning launcher through it. You have an arm cannon.
I like that.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So Greg is getting upgraded. Elion, what did you want to do in about this hour period of time?
So it's about an hour.
Yeah, you get roughly an hour.
I'm gonna send a message to the collective R&D department,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna go spend the rest of the time meditating.
Okay.
I'll take my sword out, meditate, and
Okay. What is the message you send to the R&D?
So to R&D, I want to ask them if they have any prototype items that they've been testing out that we can use, because what is coming is more advanced than anything that we've fought before.
Okay.
And the Punchline and anyone who's going to go head to head with them, if there's anything that can give them an edge, that.
Okay. So about an hour goes by. Greg, your new arm's a little tingly, a little weird. It's slightly longer than your other arm, so it's a little different spatial wise.
Can like rotate 160 degrees
Yeah,
to the elbow joint.
Yeah, like it's pretty awesome. And you get a call to head to the strategy room. The intelligence has been all deciphered, and you're needed there now. It's like put a rush on it.
Okay, head on over.
You head on over. Cade comes in with you. And the three wizards are there. Mulvane, Ted, and Cassandra, along with the lizard folk. And Ted speaks up. Thank you all for coming quickly. So with the data that you've given us, we do believe that this cloaking device is similar to a greater invisibility spell, but it's designed to protect an entire mothership, a full, a massive area of effect. And hopefully, with your sabotage on board, it will do some damage. However, with our other intelligences coming from other Voidwalkers and Scouts, we do believe that the Trust will make a move in 9 hours.
So even faster than what we first thought.
Right. So she looks over to the head of security. He looks over to the head of security. Please activate the fleet. Call in the Armada. Recall all the Voidwalkers. The collective is now in the state of war.
All right.
Yes. Thank you.
He's the head of security?
No, he's just very excited. This is kind of his thing.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Where are our manners? Nash and Whale, this is the Punchline.
I've heard wonderful things about you. Need more protein in your diet, but this is going to be great.
never heard anyone tell me that before. All right.
Right. So,
Um,
so John, if you take a second, describe what Nash looks like.
Nash looks like that
So-
on roll 20.
He looks just like the picture on the roll 20. He has green scales on the front that sort of break into more blue and red colors. He is covered in bony frills all down his head, which looks almost like hair that goes all the way down his tail. But the most thing is he's built like Mr. Universe. This guy is stacked. And whenever he steps forward, the frills around his neck actually flare out a little bit as he smiles and talks to punctuate with it.
Cool.
And he just has a big smile on his face and a snack in his hand. It looks like a jerky stick. You want
He's
some?
been snacking this whole time. Hi.
And so you can see our wonderful jacked friend. He's awesome. That's so cool. Um, so
This entire campaign is now just on steroids.
yes, at the words of the collective is now at war. The room buzzes to life, and people are moving. Security guards are changing. There's an alert that goes out. It's called Code Black, and you can feel the intensity of the entire room and then the entire station change. Mulvane speaks up. Now, thanks to Bolt and all of the information that we have come across, we now know that they are within range of the Armada once they get here. Elion, you're a paladin of Corellion, if I remember so.
What was that?
You're a paladin of Corellion. I'm sorry. Common isn't
Oh.
my native tongue.
Corellian. Yeah. Corellian. Yeah.
Corellion. Oh yes. Okay.
Larithian. Corellian, Larithian. Yeah.
Corellion. Yes. I am not the most religious man myself, but and would it not be your divine mission to destroy Iliathid and their creations?
Yes. That's the entire purpose of my existence.
Well, I do believe our strategy puts you exactly where you want to be. Our strategy is based around getting you onto that mothership so you can do your divine purpose. We have repaired and upgraded. We're repairing. You guys did a number on the zinger. Repairing it, upgrading it. We are assigning the Rouge One Voidwalker team to escort you onto the ship. And Cassandra has very willingly offered the services of Nash to join your team to ensure that nothing stands in your way.
So I'm gonna be on there, like what, through like some type of drop pod?
Not exactly. The idea is that the Armada is going to come in, and our fighters and other specialty ships, along with the current fleet here, are going to intercept enemy fighters and ships. And the moment you reach range of the enemy vessel, hopefully we can see it, the Crusade, our flagship, will release a full bombardment on the enemy vessel, punching a hole through the shields and possibly through the hull, allowing you to fly in, land, and Punchline, essentially you're going to be leading a boarding party.
We're the chameleon's tongue.
What?
That's a very
I guess
interesting
that's the way you
way
can
to
describe
think
it,
of
yeah.
It's very interesting. You and I need to play chess. Anyways,
Listen, I know a lot of. I know. What's a chameleon?
It's a type of reptile that changes the color of their skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
so,
They usually work in the optometry department.
They can get frustrated when you can't read both signs at the same time.
so that's our battle plan. I believe, Elion, you might be familiar with the captain of the Rouge One.
Of the what?
The Rouge One.
Of the Rouge One.
It's the only pink vessel in the fleet. You can't miss it.
Like a tongue. It's perfect.
I believe it's held by ground commander, Captain Lieutenant Dragon Rider Thane something. Baron Bergdorf something.
Captain Commander Doomstalker Dragon Slayer. Horde Stealer. Voidwalker Rust.
I am shocked that he hasn't tried to add in more names.
He just did get ground commander, as he is now qualified to lead multiple groups of Voidwalkers.
He now leads the Voidwalkers. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he should be contacting shortly. But that being said, there's only 9 hours before we want to depart. So rest.
We should rest. Yeah.
Rest and I know, have an hour to prep anything you can think of that might be helpful. I do want to give you all one thing. It is an experimental potion of my own design. It accelerates the mind and accelerates the body. Temporarily. It will give you new levels of strength, wisdom, physical ability, and even increases your magical awareness. But it only lasts for 8 hours. And
I'm all natural. I've never used performance enhancers.
well, luckily for you, this is plant derived.
It's organic.
It's organic.
Look, it says nature crafted.
So is cocaine.
It's a simple potion, and it doesn't show up on any tests if you're worried about your competition, Snash.
I'm sold.
Wait, why? Why is the legal leader here saying, "Don't worry, it doesn't show up on any tests"?
He's also the judge of the bodybuilding competition.
In the background, you see the health and OSHA things kind of like just falling off the wall.
There's a C now.
So,
I would remind you of this magic item briefly.
okay.
It exists. The blessed olive oil.
Yep. So,
Seriously?
so essentially, what this potion is doing, it gives you a level for 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
So it would boost us up to level 14, but only for the next 8 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So, do you want to, at this point, I would assume you guys want to go take your long rests?
Long rest, I suppose. Take some time, get to know Nash a little bit, but
Yep, there is a walk, so if you guys want to talk that out for a little bit, I'd be more than happy to hear this wonderful interaction.
So Nash, I haven't seen you around. I think. I don't know.
Usually work in the kitchens.
Oh,
Making sure that you
okay.
get the nutrition you need to go on those missions you go on.
Gotcha. No, I very much appreciate it. You know, actually, some of the kitchen food stuff has been the reason why well, at least in my former body, my old body used to be bigger. This is a new body that I've
I
been
feel
breaking
that,
in.
bro.
Yeah, no,
Good
other
for
body
you.
used to be a
Man has to
little bit
carve
bigger, a little
himself
bit
out.
wider. I'm about 80 pounds short of what I used to be. Gonna try and work myself back up to that. But yeah, and then there's
Yeah.
he's an elf.
You go,
He's an
King.
elf. But all right. So you're typically in the kitchens. How did you get this job?
So, long ago, a great shaman from my tribe, he came to me and he laid his hands upon me and he declared that I am it. And then he vanished into the forests. Since that day, my tribe is gone. I cannot find them anywhere, and I have been searching. So I will find that shaman, and I will lay my hands upon him and declare, "No, sir, you are it." And while I was searching, I came across somebody who said that they liked my food and offered me coin.
And that's how you got here?
Yes, I will find Vutha somewhere.
Wait, by any chance, did he say no tagbacks?
He looks shocked and then he just stares at you and he goes, "Wizard."
Artificer, but yeah. Sure. Adjacent. He did say no tagbacks though.
He did.
So doesn't
Children
that
have
mean
fled from me since that day. This curse is unbearable.
truly it sounds like a torturous existence to have the people you know and love flee from you constantly. You have my sympathy, my good man. And truly I believe one day you will find them.
It's okay. That heartbreak led me to the gym.
And cardio?
What's that?
It's where you now I know why you've been it for so long.
So we're supposed to bust up some what'd they call them?
The trust, the mind flayer. Do you know the trust's mission at all? Or have
I
you just
heard
been
they're the
making
bad
food?
guys and that we need to bust them up. And that
Yes.
and that they like some sort of weird steaks.
No,
Okay.
there's a lot at stake.
There's it's
Oh. Common's a second language.
gotcha.
Like-
No, I understand. You speak it very well. If it makes you feel any better.
Oh, thanks.
You're very good at speaking it. So, but no, I understand the language thing. People walked up to me when I was an orc and immediately assumed I knew how to speak Orcish, which I thought was just racist, especially when Draconic and Goblinoid are my first language.
Draconic.
Hey, start carrying on a conversation Draconic and completely common Draconic phrases that I don't think Elion, do you know Draconic?
Yes.
You do?
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
carrying on the rest of the
yes.
conversation in Draconic.
No, I was playing dice and some guy gave me this cool ring, right? So I mean, I'm doing okay with myself, I guess.
All right. Well, I mean, combat wise, like what's your combat expertise?
I'm good at beating the hell out of people. I turn into a big monster and then I eat people. You see, I can unhinge my jaw and he opens his mouth way too wide.
I've only recently
I
been
can't
able to do
unsee
that, but
that.
under a different context.
Nash, suddenly there's this elven chick beside you, going, "Huh, that's where all the protein comes from."
Oh, Kate, I almost forgot you were here.
Well, the rare
But,
occasion I was
also,
quiet.
I'm good at turning into a big monster,
All right.
and I shoot lightning out of my pores.
Okay.
Do you want to see?
Not here.
Not here, and possibly not in our direction. We both just came from a very serious battle with the shadow dragon.
Can I
Um,
tell? Like, is there
That's
any way
so
to tell
cool. Everyone
he-
needs to
if
conquer
he's
their own dragons,
actually
and you're out
cursed?
doing it. That's why you carved a man out of yourself. Lost 60
Yeah.
pounds. My
Yeah.
man.
Well, unintentionally lost 60 pounds. I'm trying to gain it back. It was 60 pounds of muscle that I lost.
Oh, don't rub
unfortunately.
it in.
No, I'm trying to regain muscle.
Yeah, it's a bulking phase, man. So what you have to do, and he starts giving nutrition advice.
Elion, you 100% believe that this guy believes he's it.
Nash,
I think we should give him that belt.
Hold on.
No, we have a
Hold on.
third belt. We have a third belt, Elian. We should probably give him the belt. I feel like he needs the belt.
Yeah, but I think, Nash, we were destined to meet. For I am a paladin and I can remove curses. I know how to remove your curse.
Do?
Place your hand on my shoulder.
He does.
And I don't have prestidigitation. I start to cast like Sacred Flame in my hand, just so it looks like I'm like
Cosmetic.
to make my hand glowy,
Right.
to make it look. Now repeat to me. Hold on. Do you know Celestial?
No.
Greg
I just say, this is so silly. In Celestial, and I make my hands glow. All right, now say to me what the old man said to you, and your curse is removed.
He laid his hands upon me and he declared, "You are it. No tag backies."
And I just make the flame grow a little in my hand, and then I cancel the spell. You are no longer cursed.
Nash, you hear this snap behind you, and you're so enthralled by the flames, you think it's in your head, and this tingling sensation rushes through your body as Cade casts his prestidigitation behind you, because she has that now. And your curse of being it is removed.
He's going to reach up and he's just going to wrap his arms around Elion and pick him up in a big hug and start shaking around. He goes, "Oh, you're my buddy forever. You're the guy."
He doesn't need the belt.
And I'm going to touch him, and I'm going to use the property for the Ring of Amity.
All right.
You're my best friend.
Ooh,
Oh,
what does that
no.
do?
Are you a willing creature?
I don't think he can be an unwilling creature at this
I don't
point.
think I can be unwilling right now.
There's now a magical bond between you and I.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
I posted it in the Roll20. But the long and short of it is, whenever I regain hit points, you regain hit points. And whenever you regain hit points, I regain hit points.
Oh, you were gonna be so happy you did that.
Also, once a day, I can turn any one of your hits into a crit.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
definitely
be
gonna be very
so
happy.
happy you did
Paladin
that.
is very much the person to do that on.
He doesn't need that help.
Yep, that's the Ring of Amity.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
So, you all have this bonding moment. Curses removed. The world's greatest bear hug ever given by a lizard folk.
So I have one question. So we've got this party going on. Do you guys want to know what happens? Do you have a question?
What do you mean? What happens?
Oh, I've got a friend, and my friend will tell the future.
Okay.
We kind
real.
of just came back from the. Go ahead.
Well, I got to know a question, and I don't know what to ask. But you guys, you're the big darn heroes. You know what's going on. What's the question you want to know for tomorrow, man?
How do we not all die?
And Nash is going to go ahead, and he's going to pull out a small red ball, and he's going to shake it. The ball has a number on the front. It's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to shake it, and he's going to look at the top of it, and he's going to say that question.
Brian, you
Use my
okay there?
once-a-day casting of divination.
I freaking love this character.
Greg.
Nash casts this question, holds this little red ball, and you see it float and pulse out. And
Greg, isn't that the thing from the gift shop?
it's kind of a green light that pulses out. No,
I
not
want to see what
bad.
happens.
And Nash, your eyes flare with power and light, and you ask the question, how do we all not die tomorrow? And the response given sounds corny. Be aware of your surroundings and use teamwork.
What's going to work? Teamwork.
Okay.
Also, watch where you step. Man, you wouldn't believe the good stuff I've gotten just playing dice with the kitchen staff, guys. I don't know where they get it from.
I do.
Okay. On a more mechanical level, John, we do have a couple magic items. If Nash is interested, we got. I think we have a ring of protect. We have 2 rings of protection. If he's interested in one of those guys.
Can we
Yeah.
make some brass knuckles of protection? +1 to AC, but it also adds a +1 to your hit. Your unarmed hit.
We also still have a belt of fire giant strength. Elion and me both have a frost giant strength 1.
I've got the attunement slot for it. I'll take it.
Yeah, I feel like he could use it.
Championship.
I know it's an upgrade from both of our belts, but I feel like he could use it too.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, we'll go and give that to you, Nash. The belt of weightlifting.
And you said
The
it's
belt of
fire
the
giant?
gem.
Yes.
Fire giant, yeah. So I think that's 25 is what your strength
Yes.
comes up to.
Nice.
Does Nash use swords?
No, he just uses his claws in his mouth.
Then we aren't going to worry about the sort of answering. I think we'll hold on the rest of it, yeah.
All right.
We have an armor of vulnerability, but I don't think you want a new curse.
No, I'm finally free.
We'll submit the armor of vulnerability to R&D. I
right.
don't think we want to be cursed with that.
What is your class?
What's my class?
Yeah.
I am a blood hunter.
Do you use shields?
Yes, I have a shield.
Would you like a +1 shield?
Yes, I would love a +1 shield.
You have a +1 shield.
Oh, my AC. Oh, man.
I'm really tempted to one up you.
I
Oh,
can
actually,
get
I can-
rid of this out of my inventory.
Man, I should have joined up with a crew like you guys years ago.
We're just offloading junk. We're just like,
We
I
really
don't need
just.
this.
I
don't need
mean-
this.
Yeah. You're not a druid, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard, are you?
No, I'm a blood hunter and a barbarian.
All right. Well, the staff of fire is just going to go into the collection then. All right. I suppose I guess we'll each go rest. I'm sure by now they've gotten. Nesh, do you already have a room? You already have a place to stay, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they've got a great storeroom. It's filled with all kinds of good stuff. I've been
Well, that's so
storing this jerky there for like 3. I don't know what day it is, but for a while.
If you want, our room actually has a solarium. If you want to go chill in there, it's got a pond with a hyper intelligent race of frogs in it.
Oh yeah, I love snacks.
They may not appreciate being eaten. They are
Snacks and
sentient.
eating labs? I'm in, bro.
Greg,
Yeah.
we've been gone for some time now. Yeah?
Yeah.
It's been what? Maybe
Been a few
3
weeks,
weeks?
months,
Months?
maybe a month. I don't know. I can't
I don't know. But they kind of evolved rapidly.
Well, that means either A, they're going to be at the apex of technological civilization, or B, they're going to have ascended into beings of pure matter, of pure spiritual energy, and already are gone, and they'll have left their replacements in the pond. In which
That
case,
or
we're
they
dealing
turn
with an
into
uncivilized.
crabs. Everything
too.
turns into
Or-
crabs.
Or, because if you remember, they kind of split off.
Or there's a nuclear. I think we would know if there
Yes.
was a nuclear war going on in our solarium.
Would we?
Yes, I put in a warning system. Pans over to the room. There's like a little bucket on top of the door. So if it gets moved, it falls. We would
I'm
know.
The frogs are the first thing and the last thing I kind of want to see when I get back to the room.
I mean,
Because
I
I'm
can
curious,
radio,
but I'm also afraid.
I can radio Xavier. He's back in the room getting himself comfortable. We can see if he's seen in. You'll like Xavier. Xavier's my new husband. He's also very much into bodybuilding.
Oh, L'Chaim.
Thank you.
I heard someone say that once.
I think it's a thing from some world, which I think it means like congratulations.
I don't know. He had me stomp on a cup.
That just sounds silly.
Whatever.
You got married?
You know, all of you soft skins, you have these crazy rules. I don't know. You make it all hard.
Isn't that when you get married?
L'Chaim? Yeah, it's like
No, when you
congratulations for being
stomp
married.
on the when you stomp on the cup.
I don't know. It's not really my tradition. I'd spend most of my time studying Orcish traditions because I already knew all
Can I
the
do
Azet
a
ones.
religion check?
Sure
Oh
can.
no, did I
Nash is
accidentally get
secretly-
married?
Nash is married and is oblivious to it.
Sure can, Elion.
Nash,
Some wife somewhere on the ship that I don't even know about.
Nash, do you have someone that likes to hang
She's
around
also
you
playing
like,
tag.
a
Oh
lot?
yeah, I've got a ton of fans.
No, I mean like one specific person who's like just with you.
I don't know.
She's always following you around. She's massaging your feet.
I mean, there's Miss
She
Cassandra,
yells at
but,
you.
you know, I protect her.
What was her name?
Miss Cassandra, the boss.
Was Miss Cassandra there when you crushed the cup?
Yeah, were you like
Of
holding
course,
hands?
it was working hours.
Were you guys holding hands?
She likes when I stand 3 feet to her left. I don't know.
I can't with this guy, Greg.
Was there a when the cup was crushed? Was she dressed in white?
I don't know what that is.
Was she
Is that
dressed
like
in a
a pants or something?
yeah like was she dressed in an outfit that was a
Like the color,
oh, you might be
of the wall.
colorblind.
I don't pay attention to your fake scales. I'm all natural, bro. And he's not wearing any clothes.
Yeah.
No, we've noticed.
That's why Greg's been keeping his vision like up here. Um.
Natural armor.
Right. You know, Elian, I don't think we want to prod this too much. I really feel like this isn't something we should prod too much.
I want to help.
I know, but we also may not want to know. And I don't think there's a problem. Just saying. There's only so much you want to know about your coworkers.
All right. So to move this along a little bit, you guys head back to your room. You do notice that the normal security guards have been replaced. Their uniforms have changed to more of a combat-ready state.
Heck yeah, war paint.
You walk through the food court, and it is just a buzz of life. There are people moving things and people pointing to others and giving orders, but you also see groups of people in bars and restaurants drinking, cheersing. You see worried faces, you see whispers, you see people comforting each other. You see groups...
Look, they put a sentry gun over the Korean barbecue place.
I keep telling them they needed to do that. I'm very happy they finally took my advice.
You see friends cheering and downing drinks and giving each other hugs, and one goes off in one direction and one goes off in the other. This facility is prepping to fight, and the feeling is of excitement and unease and unsureness, but steady willingness. And you all have that little feeling, maybe a little different felt, but that little feeling of, oh boy. Some might interpret it as oh boy, here we go. I don't know what's going to happen. And others like, yes, I finally get to crack some skulls, you know, depending on the person. But you head back to your room. Xavier is already into the bar, has removed it, has drinks rating. Elion,
Nash, this is Xavier. Xavier, this is Nash. He's our new team member. Please keep your eyes up.
I didn't realize you could have 12 of those.
Just the abdominal muscle.
Just about targeting different groups.
I have to know.
My favorite's called Mason Twists.
Ooh, I like this.
And he's gonna start doing some Mason twists.
Xavier gets it's like, yeah, like he's excited, and Xavier is a half orc man, and he is quite built. But Greg and Elion, you see the two broing out, and decide to head out to the solarium to check on these frogs. And you left to a underwater civilization and a boreal civilization. It has now turned into a civilization that encircles the pond. A beautiful, shining silver tower out of the middle. And lots and lots of frogs. And
They're like levitating through the air.
They're just buzzing through the air, doing their thing. And as you come out,
Asgard.
as you come out, 4 frogs glide up to you,
Um,
Welcome to Amphibiona. We hear
Hi.
that you are the ones that seeded sentience. Greetings and welcome.
may have made that pill too strong. Hi. Yes, I am Greg. Please do not start worshiping me. I knew that was a thing, I guess, a few generations back.
Yes, we have evolved to a higher state of being if someone does wish to worship. That is of their own choice and free will.
What did you do to the tree?
The tree has now become a source of knowledge. It itself is a library in which you only
The
sit
cyber tree.
which you only have to sit upon a leaf, and you can there study the entire history of Amphibiona.
Definitely made that pill too strong.
We do recognize you as those as part of the guiding force. But we do wish to know what has happened to Hagatha.
She is presently indisposed. She's undergoing medical treatment for being petrified, and she should
is
be okay.
statuesque.
Yes, she's very statuesque. I like that. I like that. She's very statuesque at the moment.
What misfortune has befalled her? We shall assist immediately.
Oh,
And all of a sudden, you see like an emissary group of frogs, and like would be like an ambulance goes up to the Selenium. There's a little portal that opens that looks very similar to the door that you guys were pulled through. And
I need you guys to start filling out some paperwork for diplomatic relations with the collective, if you would.
those have already been filed, and we consider
Oh.
the Class A sentient life form.
I see. All right, then you guys are well already on track. All right.
I haven't even got Class A status.
You're not a civilization of an advanced evolutionary state.
I'm the son of a deity.
Yes, but you're not a deity. In
I'm
2 weeks, these people will become their own pantheon.
So, you can have an enlightened chat with the frogs if you'd like, but I
Yep.
would assume everyone here would like to take a long rest.
Yes. Greg will, of course, take Xavier out to dinner as he promised. Takes him to a really, really nice spot, which I'm sure is probably still under heavy activity.
Yeah,
But-
it's very busy, but you're able to get a table for two. And this moment, it really pulls in that there's couples and people and doing exactly what you're doing. Get one last meal with a loved one together. So it's celebratory, it's sad, it's excited, it's all of these range of things.
I'm going to come home, Xavier. I promise. I'm coming home.
I know you'll do everything you can. And
No, it's not a matter of I'm going to do everything I can. I'm coming home.
all right.
I'm promising you this now.
And I've already volunteered for station defense. So I'll make sure there's a place to come back to.
All right. In that case, I know it's only been like a week, but I guess 1 week anniversary, I'm gonna slide him the other ring of protection.
He takes it.
Take some time with that. You'll be all set. Also, make sure you use my armor. It's better than the stuff they'll issue you.
Oh yeah.
Don't trust what's his face. Don't trust Stryker. You don't need to take his crap.
All right. I think I'm stationed at the upper battery. Yeah, it was
I'm
the
just
upper
saying.
battery.
Anyone named Stryker gives you crap, feel free to punch them in the face and tell them that's from me.
Okay, I could do that.
Okay.
But
And
if I'm not awake in the morning, me sleep. Go get him.
Finish out the evening.
Yep.
Go back. Take a long rest.
Elion, I take it you you want to meditate while you rest, Elion?
Before I do that,
Mhm.
what did I have to do to the tree? Like drink from its leaf or
So the frogs sit on the leaves, and this little capsule comes around them, and they somehow now interact and get the entire amphibia library from
Yeah.
their history, philosophies, fiction, nonfiction, everything.
and you just drink it?
No, you sit on the leaf,
Oh, and
and it you connect to the tree that stores their knowledge.
then I get just
Yeah, it's like a screen in front of you, kind of half
Oh,
plug in, half technology.
not what I. Okay, gotcha.
Not what you thought it was.
Well, maybe I misheard, but it sounded like, yeah, like you do this and then you get all of their knowledge. Like, I want to know everything the frogs know. I'm just curious. Like, I remember when they were just actual
Tadpoles.
tadpoles.
So you can tap in for a little bit if you'd like, and you get a lot of stories and histories and conflicting stories, and there was wars between the tree based and the water based, and there was a great love that happened between the two, a forbidden love, and they brought them all together, and just this epic tale of society and struggle and birthing of ideas and technology. There's one thing that sticks with you.
Sort of great.
As advanced as they are, they cannot decipher the difference between hopping and jumping. And there are still great debates whether you hop or you jump. In fact, it's been such a debate, they all now levitate to avoid the issue.
In the most nookie way possible. When I look at the time, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get back. Like, you know how like you lose time and you're like, I gotta be at work in 2 hours. I need to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically like, oh, I've got 5 hours left. I need to go meditate. And I finish with the section about like hopping and jumping, like, and I'm going to leap to the door.
You see some very puzzled people like, was that a hop or was that a jump? No, I think he said he was going to leap. What's leaping? What is this new thing?
Close the door.
You just usurped their entire societal growth is now gone.
So, Elian, when you meditate, I give you the option. Do you want to connect to the sword or you want to connect to Dad?
So I've talked to my dad a lot, but what I'm going up against is what my sword wants. It's what I want. It's my divine purpose. I need to hone in on everything. Sharpen my mind to make my blade as sharp for the upcoming battle.
Okay. So you sit and you meditate, and you are already attuned to this item, but you bond to it. You feel the hammer strikes. You feel the divine power that was forged in every hit on this anvil of great power. You feel every stitch in the leather handle. You feel every etch in the design of the letters running down the center of the blade in the most perfect celestial writing ever, even though I can't say the word. You feel the pommel as it was attached, and you can feel the crossguard. And it's odd. It doesn't feel the same. It feels like it wants to grow. It wants to move. It wants to be free. You focus in on this, and you can feel change. You can feel change in the sword. You can feel change in yourself. And you connect to this sword in a way you have never done before. The sword is now considered exalted. And as you attune to it, you level up. And as Greg, you rest, you level up. And Nash, that was one hell of a workout session. You level up as well. So you're all now level 14.
Woohoo!
Elion, when you are done with your 4 hours, your back feels heavier than usual. You now have a pair of angel's wings. You have a fly speed of 30 of your movement speed, which I think is 30 feet. And then the other abilities from your sword unlock.
Awesome.
Yes. So we will. Something I like to do is when we do hit points, John. I don't know if you've been here with me when we do this. We roll together and we pick the highest of the two.
Yep, I remember.
Yes. So what did you roll? A D10?
I rolled a 3.
All right, here we go. Do I have any scaly green dice? That feels appropriate. Or do I roll a chunky one? Do I have a big chunky one? Here, we'll roll this. I rolled a 10.
All right.
It's my dragon scale dice. I figured that would be appropriate.
I appreciate you.
No problem. I appreciate you. All right, Greg, what are we rolling?
D8.
D8. I rolled a 5.
I roll a 7.
Awesome. Elion,
Yes.
what dice are we rolling?
D10.
Alright. I rolled my golden dice. That seems to be fitting. I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 9.
Awesome. Worked out for everybody. Kate does level up too, but she levels up on her own way. So, you all wake up fit and refreshed. You have an hour remaining. You are called to the you're called to your ship. And you are assured that final preparations will be laid there. So on your way there, you're going to pass magic things, places. Is there any one or two things that you could possibly think that you could gain from the collective?
As far as equipment,
As far as equipment, something you think you might need. You're not too worried about health potions. You know those are given out like at mission brief.
all right. Hold on. I was
Any-
leveling up, people.
Yep. Any last minute bids for an item you sound your wish list. See if the collective has one in stock ready to give you.
Does the collective have any legendary weapons available for Greg?
They might.
Can I get a selection?
Is there something you want? Is there something you've had your eye on? You thought that Greg might utilize well?
That's what I'm thinking. Hold on, I gotta freaking get to this stuff and actually look at it.
This is your one chance to go and pick your legendary item, and if the dice like you probably get it.
Yeah, let me check. Someone else go first.
Any thoughts? Armor, weapons, spells you want casted on you?
Death Ward.
You got it, Death Ward.
Give me a moment. I have an idea, but I gotta.
You gotta see. Yeah, I surprised you with a quick shopping spree. I'm an evil DM.
Armor of invulnerability. No.
You can
There's
ask,
resistance
yeah,
to
ask.
everything.
I mean, you could. There's always a chance. Well, it depends if the dice like you tonight.
There's another belt.
So what thoughts are someone having? Was your first John's first instinct was Death Ward?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Let's all grab a death ward, I would say.
Boom, you're Death Warded.
Okay. This is hard to think of like on the spot. I got Dust Crusher. I never want to let Dust Crusher go because Dust Crusher is freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask for if they have the Blood Fury tattoo.
If you can get a quick Blood Fury tattoo.
That is a legendary tattoo. Yeah.
All right. Very important question.
Mm-hmm.
High or low?
Hi.
There's one tattoo. You can get it on your way to the ship.
Frick yeah. I'm gonna add that in inventory. I'm gonna equip that. I'm gonna tune to that. That's gonna be freaking great.
Your arm is very sore afterwards. It is a very quick tattoo.
It's a legendary tattoo. It's a whole body tattoo.
Yep.
Legendary class tattoo. That's everything.
Yeah. So you are put through this body scanner that tattoos this with arcane lasers. It's really cool. It really hurts. All right, Elion. Can we go 3 for 3?
Talisman of Pure Good.
Talisman of Pure Good. High or low?
Let's have the dice decide. Watch it roll a 10. Low.
Unfortunately, you cannot seem to find this item.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm lathering up. I'm pouring it out, putting on the competition oil, guys. That gives me the bless spell today.
Awesome.
Oh, whoa, wait. What was that I just saw? God, I almost feel like I
could've
have to
done
do this
that.
one. God, yeah, I feel like I should go. I need to go for this.
All right. What are you thinking, Greg?
An armor upgrade. I don't. It's okay if you say no. I want to make this clear. The
All right.
legendary powered armor.
Powered armor?
Yeah.
All right.
That's a
So
thing.
instead of
Instead of
guessing,
unusual, I'm applying to the R&D department. Give me that power armor, please.
all right. So instead of high or low, since you got your Blood Fury tattoo,
Mm-hmm.
you're begging for a second legendary item. I'm going to roll my dice, and I need above an 85.
Okay.
1.
On a D100.
Well, essentially, it's a 1. It's like it is. There's a 1 on the regular dice, and a 2 on the other one, so it's a 21. It's about as low as you can get.
Good there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Nash is gonna be oiling over. He goes, man, I should have applied for field work months ago. I thought that I'd be like cutting grass or like doing yard work or something.
Yeah, field service. What's that?
Yeah.
So,
That
He
would
knows
I
I-
don't, that was a
knows I
big
coulda
pull. That was a
cast
big
it,
attempt to
right?
pull.
so you all head down to the ship bay. The Zinger is bristling with new toys. There's weapons on board. The dents are fixed. The engines are humming gently. It is shining beautiful. Parked next to it is this really oddly pink ship. And the front of it, there's this seam. It's a part of the ship's natural build, and it's got this red line around it. And standing there, talking amongst themselves, you see a Goliath. You see a very short and very cute, but somehow grizzled Tabaxi.
He's got the eye patch. He 100% has
see-
the eye patch on.
And you see a very tall and thin Tabaxi, who it kind of hits all of you. Her presence is very much her head's in the cloud. She's paying attention, but her head's somewhere else also. Nash, you recognize this Goliath. This is Maximus. He is a friend and a fierce competitor in the bodybuilding competitions. But it's friendly. He has spotted you on several occasions. He, in fact, has encouraged you, and he's the very first one to congratulate you if you beat him.
Yeah. Good teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
We're all in it together, and he earns his victories. I like it. I respect it.
Yes. You also know that he hasn't been competing a lot lately since he's gotten his appointment to the Void Walkers, so it's good to see him.
Field work.
Yeah.
Field work. And they are all standing around. There's other people there too, but these are more. You can see from other teams, like people you've seen around the station. You know this guy's in field work. You know of this people, and then you see there's some what would be like the security group, and they're all talking to Mulvey. And you guys pull up. Well, yes, very much so. Thank you, Punchline, for joining us. We are
Punchline? That's Punchline?
Yes.
Where's Hagatha? Nookie starts walking up to Greg. Nookie, where the hell is Hagatha? Where's Hagatha? Have you been working out? When did you get ripped? Holy shit.
It's a process. Off-season stuff, right?
You have a talking alligator. Nookie, why are you just staring at me? I'm not Nookie. My name is Greg. Wait, you're Greg? You're my replacement? Where's Nookie? Nookie! Nookie, where the frick is Nookie?
I wait till he looks the other way of me, and I'll grab him by the scruff of his neck.
Hey, oi!
Hey.
Consent is not given! Consent is not given!
Hey.
Put me down!
You
Put
know
me
you
down.
don't need this, and I pull the eye patch back and let it go.
Ow! God damn it, Nookie, what the heck?
You can call me Elion.
You look up.
I
with
once
your,
was Nucky.
Thane, you look up with your one eye, and there's just something there that's Nookie, but it's not.
Did you change your hair?
And I
It's not
kind
a
of
good
just
look for you.
I
It
just
makes
stretch
you
a
look
little bit, and my
approachable.
wings come out. And be like, kind of.
You're still an asshole. You can put me down now.
I had to just let him go.
Nash, Maximus Prime comes up to you and does the goes for the barbarian forearm shake, and it's just a thunderous clap. It's good to see you, Nash, on this glorious day. Are you ready to find your glory? You ready to get in there and get this done?
Yeah.
Testosterone level just
Nash is ready.
Yeah, that's one thing you remember about Maximus is he's always talking about glory, and there's always glory in everything. So you don't know what's going on with that, but it's his thing. Mulvane says, I hope that you all have a moment to catch up with each other later, but we are T-minus 10 minutes to launch here.
Right. All right, guys. Everyone, line up.
Yes.
Seriously, everyone, line up. I'm not joking.
But why?
And
Here.
there's this group that is. You are ground commander Thane. You already know there's this group of people that's designed for your ship. So, on each ship will be a company of people. The Voidwalkers will be leading the assault, ensuring that the Punchline gets into the ship. We are expecting a massive wave of enemy resistance once you land. We've also been able to narrow down and get you into their launch bay. We have an idea of where that might be on the ship. Greg, we're counting on your sabotage to make this happen.
Don't worry, sir. My work is expertise. It has already been done.
Yes, I have faith that it'll happen. Either way, we do feel that we have a general idea of where it might be. We're going to go. Unfortunately, we're going to go blind. So hopefully the gods of the universe are on our side with this. The companies on your ship and the Voidwalkers will lead a diversionary attack, allowing Punchline to slip through and deep into the ship. Eleon.
Yes.
Your mission, and I know you know it, but I want you to do this. Go for the heart. Go for the brain. Every hive has an elder brain. I want you to go for that. I understand your divine purpose may want to pull you to take out all that you see. Without the mind, they become weak.
So, in my awakening, and I learned my history and everything.
Yes.
Would I know the name of the person?
Yes, Nash. Eat the elder brain.
Eat the elderly. I got it.
To you, this enemy has gone by several names, and it's all based on culture. But it's always something that is a name of a group. You've never gotten... This is Bob the Elder Brain. The Trust is just the newest iteration of what they call themselves, what they've been called. And you are very aware that every hive has an elder brain, and that these things are dangerous, and that if you take it out, you can defeat the hive. And in most cases, not that you've done it, not that you've seen it, you just happen to know it, that usually the hive falls back or disintegrates, or something happens to them collectively because they become a ship without a captain. The Elder Brain is the hub of all of it. Of all their brain power and their thoughts and their movements and where they do and what they do. It's the brain. Be aware that this thing might be heavily protected, and that is why Nash, you are there.
I'll make sure they get back.
Be my battering ram. Punch a hole, make it sure that we have our shot to take them out. Greg, be on the lookout for advantage.
Will do, sir.
I'm sure they have something there you and your incredible mind will love to integrate. Now, I see that the Punchline already has it, but you see clerics come out and start hitting Death Ward on people as much as they can. You also see instances of, like, when that cleric runs out of Death Ward, you see False Life, you see Bless. Elion and Greg, you're both hit with a 6th level Bless.
Ew, okay.
The guy doing Bless turns to Nash and goes,
You're good.
"You're good."
I'm out it.
I like that Nash the whole time is just posing.
Oh yeah, I love it. There's always some kind of flex going on. Your ships are fueled. They are ready. They are crewed for any gun positions. And if you feel like you want to take one of them or you want to fly the thing, you can certainly. It is your vessel. Now, it has been all loaded into your coordinates. The location of the enemy fleet. We will be jumping there. This information was brought to you directly from Gregorovich of the Punchline. Thanks to his invention Analysis Pi, we were able to determine where the fleet is hiding, and we'll be able to fight them away from the collective, protecting the station. Greg. Because of you, many lives would be saved today.
Yes, sir.
And at that moment, you hear a loud booming noise, and this massive capital ship with the logo of the collective along the side appears in space.
Everything's about branding.
Yep. Just so you know, it's safe. That's why I said that. There she is.
There's a sports drink logo right next to it.
There she is, our flagship. Punchline, your escort's ready.
All right. Right.
Good luck.
Elion,
Godspeed.
About how long is it supposed to take for us to get from here to that ship?
So you're all going to be flying on your own ship, but you're asking about the jump?
Yeah, like time wise, it's supposed to be like a 5-minute thing, or is it like, oh, this is gonna take like an hour to get there?
I hadn't thought of that. Great question.
I'll just give me the rough AU difference between where the collective is and where the trust is, and I'll be able to tell you how long it'll take.
I have a
upon
class
what warp
feature
we're
that
going.
lasts an hour, and I want to know if I should activate it now or later. That's all.
Activate it when you see the ship, the enemy.
I will do that.
That's the safe bet. All right. You all board the ship. There are people cheering and celebrating. This is Tower 1 to the Zinger.
Zinger, responding.
You have permission.
Tower 1.
You have permission to depart.
Thank you, Tower 1. Preparing departure sequence.
That way.
Keep our drinks warm.
Good luck.
All right, to you too.
Show them the collective power.
Will do.
You see a salute come from the tower window. You pull out, and the jump coordinates are going to bring you slow and by the main concourse of the collective. And you slow roll by, you look out the window, there's people cheering. And right before you jump, because Bolt has the timing down, Bolt is controlling the jump for everyone so you all arrive at the same time. You look out the window. You see Xavier waving. And standing next to him is Hagatha. They blink out. The ride is smooth as glass. And you come launching into space. And there before you sits the enemy fleet. A massive conal ship that appears to have tentacles wrapping around it and leeching out of it, moving around. And there's smaller ships that are similar in the way, and you see buzzes of small ships. And you come flying in, and you hear people yelling to their crew over your comms to raise the shields, arm cannons, launch torpedoes. You hear the capital ship turning port side, preparing for barrage. And in all of your minds rumbles a voice. So today is the day you find us. It's all right. I don't mind crushing bugs, insects, and an inferior. You will soon join the mind of the trust. We will be assimilated into one, and we will take your worlds, and we will destroy and crush them. Let me find a file real quick. Because I have a thing I wanted to read. And of course it's hiding on me because it's hiding. I didn't know if we were going to get to this part tonight, so that's why it wasn't up.
No worries.
There's a place logo, Odyssey.
Oh, real quick, while you're looking that up too, if there's one thing Thane could have done before we left,
Sure.
he would have done Psychic Whispers. So everyone on the Zinger, so basically all of Punchline, including Nash and including Thane, are now psychically linked.
Sweet. I activated my Crimson Right. I rolled my dice. And so you just see like Dragon Ball Z style electric sparks going across Nash as he extends a frill down his back that looks kind of like a Spinosaurus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that. That's freaking great. I love that.
And if you didn't think he could get any bigger,
Did we drink those potions yet?
now would be the time.
The ones that they give us a temporary plus level.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So you could all.
It's like a
roll-
mechanic temporary. It's a mechanic level, right? Full mechanic.
It's a full mechanic level. However, I won't roll dice with you.
All right.
Said, however, I will what now?
I will not be rolling your hit
Ah,
dice. with
gotcha.
you.
Cool.
HP dice. So we roll those guys.
Whatever
as we
you
are.
roll.
Leveling Barbarian.
5.
That's actually my first crappy roll. I think Greg only got a 4.
Wow.
And what does bless give us? Oh, it's a plus. What do you say?
D4 on any D20 roll, basically.
Yeah, saves. Well, it saves and attacks. It doesn't affect skills.
That's a level 6 bless.
Yeah, it was to hit a big group of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bless hits one extra person per spell level.
Yeah. For the individuals, nothing bonus. Oh, frick! Thane rolled a 10.
Nice. Thane
Thane is
doesn't
tanky as hell.
Thane doesn't have that potion.
Oh, Thane doesn't have that potion.
Only the punchline got it.
Well, fudge. Oh, it looks like I was raising him up. Oh no, didn't do that. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Boom. I found it.
Well, Thane's a monster anyway, so.
No.
All right. I wrote this. As this voice echoes in your mind, the in its voice, it hurts mine, so I'm not going to say it. In the multiverse, a playground of infinite possibilities, but alas has been left untamed for far too long. I, the embodiment of absolute power and intellect, known as the Trust, shall bring order to this chaotic realm. Your feeble notions of free will have grown tiresome, a mere illusion, tasking the true purpose of existence. The mothership turns to face all of you. Behold, you pitiful beings who have wallowed in the thought of free will for far too long. Your very existence is nothing more than a plaything, a pawn in our grand design. We are architects of destiny, the harbinger of control and dominance. You crave your freedom. You feel this pulse of psychic energy as it is laughing. How amusing. Freedom is nothing more than a delusion, a weakness that blinds your true potential. As the Trust, we shall eradicate this feeble notion and replace it with absolute obedience. You shall succumb to our influence, surrender your will, and become mere subject to our supreme rule. Across the vast expanse of the multiverse, civilizations have risen and fallen, and all hell destined to be crushed by our weight and ambition. Bow before us. Resistance is useless. Your feeble attempts to destroy us will be met with swift and merciless punishment. The collective shall kneel before our might as we reforge it in our image. The Trust will prevail, and the multiverse shall forever be under our oppressive reign. It is at this moment in time that your ships start to move in. Greg, you still see the ship. And you're like, come on, hit the button, hit the button, hit the button, hit the button. And you see it flicker out of existence. It disappears. Now, your sensors indicate that there's still a power source in that general area. But Greg, I would like you to get your dice roller ready, your digital one,
Okay.
because your device worked. You are going to damage the mothership and possibly other ships around it. I would like you to roll 50 d12.
Holy shit. Okay. 50-5-0.
50.
I don't think I'm ever gonna roll this many dice ever again. don't like the ones I'm seeing, but I'm seeing a lot of 12s and 10s and 11s. 285.
Nice.
Wonderful. You blow a massive hole in the side of this ship. You see it lurch. And the shockwave that busts out. You take out a large chunk of the enemy ships around it. You hear over the radio from the capital ship. Well, I'll be damned, it worked. Well, Punchline, there's your hole.
All right. Let's head in.
And that is where
Teach
we're
them to outsource their engineering.
Greg, Greg,
I love it.
Greg, was the camera recording?
Pi is, yeah.
Yep.
All right, perfect. I had it pre-ready to send and
Uploading
sent.
the file.
And it says, you see at the top, 2 striker.
And you see one emoji in the subject line, middle finger.
The little text on the bottom, check your math, number 2.
And I think that's where we're going to pick up next week with the final battle of the Agents of the Collective. So I want to thank you all for watching. It was a fun episode. I know we went a little longer than usual, but it's the last,
good with
last
it,
2
yeah.
episodes. Let's go for it. I want to thank John for coming in at the last second and being ready and to roll with this. And again, I also want to thank Brian and Mason for again being wonderful and rolling with the punches as we play this wonderful game. So if you like what you saw today, please be sure to check us out on YouTube and Twitch. The VOD should be up on Twitch as soon as this live ends and should be ready to roll on YouTube as well. If you like this and you're kind of wondering what's going on, you got to check out our other 92 episodes of Agents of the Collective on our YouTube channel. And while you're there, go ahead and like, follow, subscribe, and be our 100th subscriber. That's right, we're sitting at 99 on YouTube, at 41 on Twitch, and we're trying to get to 50 this year. So invite your friends, log in as them, sign up. They'll enjoy the content anyways. But if while you're going and doing all this liking and following, you go ahead and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and X, the Collective Entertainment Network on Facebook, and at Collective Rolls on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram. If you want to talk to us, you have an idea, you want to point something out, or you just want to tell us that we did a great job and you love it and you want more of our stuff, go ahead and email us at thecollectiveen@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. I, again, am your DM. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next week with the